The perfect ROM just got an upgrade. This is Axion OS version 2.2, and there are a lot of exciting features on this. Now, this is a nightly version, not the community build like last time. When I installed it, it came with Google Apps and all of that. I was even surprised because I was expecting a vanilla build. Now, one of the first things you notice when you install this ROM is when you go to Wallpaper and Style. Normally, you will not see things like this, okay? Usually. But I guess this is the attempt at a KPR1. This is not the KPR1 update though. That one is still in the works. People are trying to build it, but you have access to lots and lots of wallpapers. Okay? You see the lots of wallpapers. You can even choose live wallpapers or your photos and all of that. But then, that aside, let's assume you set this picture as your wallpaper. These are the options that you get. Okay? Now, if you look down here, you see glass and the atmosphere. Okay? Now, glass means when you turn on glass, you see that effect. Yes, that's going to happen to both your home screen and your lock screen unless you see otherwise. Now, if you turn on atmospheric effects, it's kind of like a blur. Okay, it's going to blur things up. And then, well, if you want to keep it like that, it's all well and good. Now, moving on to lock screen, this is where the magic happens. You see these widgets, shortcuts? Well, there's a sweet way to turn things up. If you click on that arrow, you see the lots and lots of shortcuts that you have. You can select any one if you want to, but the widgets is where the magic actually happens. Now you have access to some widgets, which you can see up here. Now let's assume I want to, like take out all these ones. You see the way your quick tiles are when you come down, okay? Well, what if I tell you that you can set your icons or your widgets to be like that? You see these data icons over there? You can make it big like this, or if you feel like, you can decide to make it small. It's your choice. But then again, there's a catch. The reason there's a catch is this. Now, let's say I want to, like put in some icons. Let's say put in like 3 small ones, and then I want to put in like maybe Bluetooth. I guess Bluetooth is missing. Yeah, I want to put in Bluetooth like a big one. It's not gonna work because I mean, you can't put 3 small icons and 1 big one. All they have to be small, and that's where you can have 4 small icons there. And then when you lock your screen, you turn it on. It's out there. Everybody's happy. Okay, very, very beautiful. Now, if you noticed before in the previous update, all of these colors were red where you have white. Okay, but now in this update, it is white. That is one other thing. I think I even prefer this white over the previous one that was red. Now, that is where you have some, some things you can tinker with. It's your choice if you want to play around. Now, in the home section, you have colors. You can play with your colors here. I always prefer wallpaper colors, but then when it comes to theme style, there are lots of options here. I'm more of an expressive kind of guy sometimes, but yeah, I mean, look at it. Your lock screen, your quick tiles gonna be different. Look at the green accents for the call, but I kind of like my colors a bit more balanced, a bit more similar than. I'm not really an expressive kind of guy. Anyway, so I like to take my things down to kind of like a tonal spot where the colors are a bit closer to each other. Okay, now you can adjust your contrast level, your chroma boost. You can play around here. That's it. Look, this update gives you lots of customization options. Here you can even change your icon size and all of that if you want to. You can even set up your wallpaper direct from here if you decide that is the angle you want to go with. And then again, this place allows you to now set themed icons. Now, if I swipe up, okay, you see the themed icons there and even in the dashboard. Okay, now you can. I always prefer, sometimes default, sometimes, but for the sake of the video, let's go back to default. I cannot click on the add icon because I've not signed in. I don't really like to sign in when I flash new updates and all that. Now, click on appearance, you can switch to whatever system icons that you want. I always prefer that, what's it called again? Archerius. I don't know if that's the name. I always prefer that one because it's a bit beautiful. I like the design and all that, especially the mobile data design. Now, that aside, you have upgrade. You can set whatever upgrade you want. I'm always contented with what I have. Then the shapes, lots of shape, default, one UI shape, hexagonal, anything you want to do. Even you see the way the battery is, yeah? You see the way the battery is. That's the iOS, setting for battery. I'll show you how to get there. So, but more importantly, let's look at the special features. Okay, special features. You have some extra things now, especially the performance section. Some boosts there. But as much as these boosts are wonderful, they are sweet and all of that, you should note that they can be battery consuming. Yeah, that's just one interesting fact about it. They can consume batteries a lot. Your gestures are the usual thing. You have your normal gesture, sidebar, and all of that. But let's look out to the battery thing I'm talking about, how you want to set it now. Here you see when you go to the status bar section, you have where the battery indicator is. Okay, you can switch whatever you want. I prefer the iOS one and all of that. But then again, one of that sweet thing is, if you notice in the previous one, we didn't have Freeform. There are some apps that Freeform doesn't work with. It's not everybody cannot be CR Droid or Infinity X, but here with Google, you can see the Freeform thingy and all of that. You can move it around, be expressive the way you like. Now, this is where the difference between AOSP and One UI comes in. When you click on that small minimize icon, it minimizes your app into a small icon. You can bring it back. Okay. Now, with this one, when you swipe up, it will not close. But unlike one UI, when you swipe up, it will close up into a small icon. Now you can end it there by clicking on the X. Well, that's all about that. Features are great. The ROM is wonderful. I like it. I'm waiting for the QPR update. I'll see you guys in another video. Take care.